Welcome back, Kings and Queens. We are here for another live on a Friday. Now, I said live really weird there. But what we're going to do today is kind of see how I evaluate Fridays. I've noticed they can tend to be kind of dump days, so you can pick up some good prices. Sometimes the market has been pretty funky, and it actually looks greener than I would have anticipated. So, the first thing I'm going to start with is just kind of, see the prices of everything. Make sure we're on the 1 minute so we know we're getting the quickest, reaction possible. Okay. So, AT&T is a little, okay, everything has now turned red, which that's what I was kind of expecting for. There was a little green in the beginning, but some of these are higher than they were yesterday. So what I would basically look for to begin with is to see what do the first 5 minute swings look like. Once you find in the first 5 minute swings, it'll kind of give you a general idea of what the day is going to be. And as you can see, they're starting to just tick down. It looks like we're getting into oversold through a couple of the indicators. The volume's coming back up. So Friday can sometimes be a kind of dumpy day. In my experience, it can be, the dumpiest of the days. Alright, just curiosity, we'll see how we've been trending. Okay, so I gotta do the math. I think we're up $23 from the beginning. But, so what I would do is, actually, easiest way to do this, bam, there you go. Click positions, see what you're at since the day. Okay, everything for me looks like it's in the red, but some of them not by much. Okay, UEC on the day is in the red. I wonder, what did it close at yesterday? Because I guess I didn't really see it through the whole day yesterday. Yeah, okay, it got up into the 420s. I didn't know that. I don't typically do market closes, not for any other reason than I just don't have much in this account, so I don't want to, overextend my time, because I've noticed when I do that, that's when I end up losing. Okay, so everything here, I'll basically just keep it the way it is, but if I had some extra money to put in, like I said, Fridays are usually the day that I would. I do want to reiterate, this is not financial advice. Everything that I say on here is just for entertainment purposes only. Speak to a financial advisor if you want to really know how to invest properly, and also interview your financial advisor. What do I mean by that? Make sure when you first meet with them, they're actually asking you about your goals. They're asking you about, and when I say goals, I mean financially, just personally, kind of everything. Your allocations currently, all that fun stuff. Because if they don't really know what's going on, especially the risk tolerance that you have. I mean, you could say that you're a risky investor, but if you meet with them and they tell you that they feel differently, and you feel your heart jump and it doesn't feel like it's good at all, maybe it's because they're just really trying to take you for a run. Or if your heart jumps and you're like, oh, I love that, then maybe you're not the kind of investor you thought you were, and it might be a good idea to try something different. So anyway, that's not really advice either, but it kind of is. Just make sure you interview your financial advisor also. Alright, so currently looking at the way everything is, yeah, I think for now I'm pretty much just going to hold tight. Since I don't have anything that I really want to get rid of, I think this is actually a good time to maybe open up a browser and do a little trading. Or not trading. Researching. Wow, that was so hard to think of that word. I like to use Yahoo Finance. Honestly, it's the one that I know. Automated technical analysis. Yeah, when you upgrade to Plus, that's what I thought. I was going to say, that sounds pretty cool, but there's always a catch. Okay. So let's see what's going on with Ford. Oh yeah, I think I just scroll down for the info. Yep, okay. Yeah, just scroll down for the news. And we'll just kind of headline read. real quick, just see if it says anything important. Microsoft lowers guidance for Ford adds 6,000 more jobs. That's always good. 10 stocks getting crushed by global supply chain crisis. Now, that is something I want to look into more, is the global supply chain crisis. Post-production to pandemic, written years, broken supply chains. Okay, so freight issues or short prices, like raw material storage. Okay. Shortages is what I should have said. Okay, so seems like it's kind of the same stuff that I was reading beginning of the year / last year, just continued or in a different state. The former Chrysler is now an overlooked star. Ford Ooh. Ford announces $3.7 billion in Midwest EV plants. Let's see, Rust Belt may soon be getting some new shine. Oh my! I feel like I have an eyelash that's loose. Does that mean that Ford's going to be going back to Detroit? That is the Rust Belt, right? I don't remember. Tennessee and Kentucky. Now the massive investment in domestic production continues, with Ford planning to spend $2 billion across the 3 plants on its Michigan home turf, Ohio, and Missouri. Less. My dog over there dragging a towel. He knows he's not supposed to, so of course as soon as I tell him, leave it, he drops it. What you doing, puppy? What you doing, big boy? Silly boy. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Let's see. Anything else interesting? Let's look at AT&T. Last thing I read about AT&T was just that they were having issues with airports because the 5G was actually like messing with stuff. New strong sell stocks for June 3rd. Sell stocks. They want you to sell AT&T. Telecommunications, but yeah, of course, the ZAP consensus estimates for its current year earnings has received 16.2% downward over the last 60 days. Yep, there he goes. His name is Kuma, by the way. He is a pit mix. I found him off of Craigslist. And he is pretty fantastic. Alright. These 2 telecom stocks are buying according to Bank of America, or are buys according to Bank of America. 10th highest yielding dividend, rising 13% so far this year. Okay, so it's down 16% in the last 60 days, but up 13% in the last year, at least as of the date of this article. 40% payout ratio on its free cash flow. AT&T is taking a new conservative approach in dealing with the street and managing refocused communication businesses, and analysts say. These aren't like reading glasses, by the way, they're just blue blockers, but I have noticed that blue blockers actually help with reading too. Alright, so looks like AT&T is just kind of doing their normal push of becoming a bigger company. Attracting investors. Here what you should know. Earning estimate revisions. I mean, if you want to read this, feel free. Pause the screen. I'm not reading it. Okay. Let's see. Riot. I think they just built a new plant or something. I have a friend who's, I don't know. He doesn't work for them. He's just big into crypto, and I think he was it a post he talked about? It looks like this picture. He posted, I think it was this picture. Oh, yeah, it was about that time frame. Anyways, That makes sense. Analysis May 22nd production operations updates. So let's see, because Riot is one I'm kind of interested in where it's going. So I'm way down in my Roth on Riot, but I mean, I just bought a couple the other day in this account. Okay, so production has doubled. I have a bunch of Bitcoin. They sold Bitcoin too, it looks like. Some of it. Gave them $7.5 million. That's always nice. Okay. Alright, cool. So Riot's growing in size, but I think with expansion, a lot of people can get nervous. And they can tend to actually sell with expansion. So to me, that looks like a double bottom, by the way. But if the volume doesn't hold, if the volume comes up, I could see this coming back up at least for the day, or for the next couple of minutes, few minutes. But anyway, when expansion happens in companies, a lot of people tend to sell because sometimes expansion can be bad, as far as the short term is concerned. And also, a lot of people know that people get nervous with expansion, or assume that people get nervous with expansion. So what they do is they sell before the price drops, and then when it drops, it's pennies or dollars or whatever it is, they go back in and buy some more. But it is what it is. But I think that is all for today, folks. I don't have anything more interesting to say. And kind of looks like we're still more or less sideways, at least. I mean, I'm doing this more for swing trading, so to me this looks sideways because every time I check in, we're kind of green and red, I want to say equally, but I know that's not 100% true. But you know what I mean. I've seen $13 a few times, I've seen $14 a few times, I've seen $12 a few times. We've been hovering around the same couple of areas. I'm down on pretty much all of my trades, as you can see down here in the bottom. So I am not too interested in selling right now, since all of these I'm very confident, I have high conviction that they are going to go back up and make me some money, so I'm going to hold on to these as it is. Also, I'm pretty sure that the amount of money I put into this cash was $150 altogether, so we are up $22.33, and I will double check that too and let you all know. But anyway, that is it for today. I hope you all have a great weekend, and see you Monday.